Playing on a Budget is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the best Magic the Gathering singles and sealed retailer on the internet, GatheringMagic.com, your #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and content, and RogueDeckBuilder.com, my personal channel filled with innovative and entertaining Magic the Gathering rogue brews. Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com, or with match #1 with our Frontier Impact Tremors for playing on a budget. Yes, we'd like to play first. I think this is pretty terrible of a hand. We'll keep it though. It's 3 lands. I think that most often this hand could snowball if we can get a turn 2 like Dragon Fodder. I don't know at that point if we just cast a Reckless Bushwhacker. No, we cast a Garrison, and then the turn after we could Wild Slash and then Bushwhack. So hopefully we don't draw into any more lands. Wild Slash could be used on turn #1 if it's against a 1-drop. Wooded Foothills. Alright. So we will find another Wild Slash, which is, it's okay. It allows us to kill a 2-drop here and then throw out the Garrison. But we should be drawing into creatures at this point. There's 2 of our removal spells. We have some Stokes left. And Hordeling Outburst is going to be better than throwing out Garrison, in my opinion. Radiant Flames is an issue, but I'm thinking that there's some removal in hand with our opponent hasn't played anything. A Thopter Engineer. Okay, so Thopter Engineer's something I could use double Wild Slash. Or I think that we'll just Reckless Bushwhacker and Wild Slash. Or I could go for a Dragon Fodder and go all out. I think we'll go Dragon Fodder. Attack in. And slash the Thopter Engineer if there's a block. So it did get value. We're playing it some sort of Thopter-based deck. And we still have some Goblins out. Hopefully like a Pia and Nalaar does not come down. Pia and Kiran Nalaar. Alright, so it is a Pia and Kiran Nalaar. And we're off to the races. We both have a lot of creatures out. So here is another mountain. I think what I'm going to do here, like I'd want to go keep up a Wild Slash for a Reckless Bushwhacker. I guess we just go for it right now. I'll lose a Reckless Bushwhacker. I'll get in some damage here. Does that just leave us too far behind? I think I'm actually going to go Garrison. And we will attack him with everything. So he makes the trade with the Thopters. Yep, Thopters do trade with Goblins. But I mean, those are 1/1 flyers versus just 1/1. On the ground. I think that trade is worth it. We are getting a little bit low on cards available. I mean, this type of deck does put out a lot of Murderous Cut. Okay, on the Garrison. And hopefully it's not another Pia. Thunderbreak Regent. Okay, so how are we going to push through? There's a Pia of our own. I think at this point, even a Westvale Abbey is a good draw. Thopter Engineer. There's another Pia. We could trade with the Thunderbreak. But more than likely, an opponent would just block. So I don't think I cast the other Pia. We're kind of at a stalemate. We have similar decks as far as trying to get the most advantage out of each card. I got off to kind of a slow start, but cards like Thopter Engineer and Pia are great at clogging the board and really stopping what I'm doing. And again, another Pia and Nalaar. Impact Tremor and Outpost Siege I think will be really good. And a Rabblemaster, which I have to shoot that down. So if he attacks with the... Yeah, we have to take care of the Rabblemaster. Or to the point we can actually Reckless Bushwhacker and then surge one in. But still at our opponent at 15 life. I don't think that's a viable solution. So it's just going to be who can get to their more impactful, pun intended, cards quicker. And that's definitely a card that probably just won the game. So he attacks in with everything. I know I can switch. Let me just do some math here if I can just, on the backswing, just kill. So how many do I have to block? If I draw a land, we can Pia and Kiran Nalaar. I don't think that I can do. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, not even close. Yeah, so, I mean, I could block with the Pia and Kiran Nalaar is what I'm saying. I'm definitely blocking with the... Oh, that's twice. Yes, there's 2 dragons attacking. Wow. That is quite a bit of damage. So I'm taking 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, go to 1. And then block. Or just block. I think the best thing is just block with, I could block a Thopter. Because what could, okay, so backswing, I have a Goblin alive. And, no, I can block with a Thopter. I can get some damage here. So I have a Goblin alive. Yeah, okay. I think this is the best scenario. Is to block, and it doesn't matter which one I block. Could block like this, but I think that then we're playing kind of the catch-up game, which I don't know if I want to, versus these type of cards. If then I could somehow do, is there a possibility to do enough damage with the one goblin, so that goblin goes 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can do 11 on the backswing and then not quite enough. But if we draw into like a Dragon Fodder, say, and then Reckless Bushwhacker. No, we don't have enough mana for that. So I think that we just make the blocks here. But I'm down to a 7 with my opponent having quite the board state. We do have a Hordeling Bushwhacker. I don't have enough. The problem with this, I don't have enough. So that'd be 3. That'd been 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. I still don't think there is a way. I'd have to block. Could have just blocked the Thopter and killed off and went to a 3. And then at that point, the Hordeling Outburst would have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there still wasn't enough. 12, 13 damage we could have done. So I think that the only hope here is just another Pia and Kiran Nalaar. But again, I don't think we're going to have... Because I have to block both dragons, is the problem, if he dashes in. Kolaghan. And I'll go to a 1 here. Yeah, I really don't think there's a way, unless I draw a land that's 6 mana. No, 6 mana doesn't do anything. is a land. Yeah, I just don't think that we're going to be just slightly off. I could have got some damage in. I mean, the best case I can do is a Hordeling Outburst. And Surge or Reckless Bushwhacker. And that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can't block the flyers. So, close game though. Really close game. Kolaghan, of course, is really tough for us to deal with. The 4-5 is something that's tough to deal with too, because roast doesn't happen. I don't think Exquisite Firecraft needs to come in. I think this is just like Outpost Siege that we want to bring in and just try to work off of Impact Tremors and then just try to block. I'm not sure that the Garrison... Yeah, well, he did have one Murderous Cut. The cards like Foundry, Denizen, I think are going to be weak. Other than our opponent did have... Well, because they don't really attack well into Thopter tokens. So I think I'm just going to go more of the route of going the distance here. I could bring in Lightning Strikes. Wild Slashes do still take care of like Pia and Nalaars. I think Lightning Strikes are just better. And possibly even a card like Exquisite Firecraft can just do damage to the face. Or even Goblin Heelcutter. Again, though, our opponent is going to be just as aggressive as we are. So Lightning Strikes over Wild Slashes. Other than Wild Slashes are something that can enable our opponents. Maybe I just go all out on the creature strategy here. I still want Stokes, though. And just take out the Wild Slashes. And we'll take... Yeah, I think I need to get the jump. You can make the argument that I do need to take care of Pia and Nalaars. But I'm just wanting to push through. So I want to see like an Impact Tremors. No Impact Tremors, but this is fast. If we get a Reckless Bushwhacker, we're in great shape. Our opponent could easily have some sideboard hate for this particular strategy, though. Good news is we don't have to fetch with this deck, so our opponent is going to have a lower life total. And now there's a Foundry Street Denizen. I might go the Foundry Street Denizen. I think it's more damage in the long run than the Dragon Fodder. Because we can pump up the Berserker. So our opponent's down to a 17. Gonna Draconic Roar one of them. And reveals Kolaghan. Alright, this allows for Rabblemaster, though. Love to hit a Reckless Bushwhacker. So I think he has to solve the Rabblemaster here with like another... If it's not, yeah, that's tough. But misses the land drop. That's pretty pivotal. Didn't want to hit our land drop, but at least it allows us to Hordeling Outburst. Attacking for 3. Gets our opponent down to a 12. And now we just need to pray for a Reckless Bushwhacker. I might just keep a Dragon Fodder in hand. And our opponent does scoop and misses the land drop again. I think our opponent still had another turn. I mean, we'd pump up 5 mana, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But sideboard, our opponent is changing into the more control. Possibly Heelcutters. Heelcutters might be pretty good here. Now, I still think Stoke the Flame is. Make my opponent kind of keep up with me. I want to see Impact Tremors, though. I think it's going to be the key card for this matchup. Do like my opponent's deck. I absolutely thought about... Like, Kolaghan's Thopter is one of the first routes that I thought about going in Frontier. Also, in another, like a Teamer Thopters list that runs the Pia and Kiran Nalaar as well as Whirler Rogue, which still exists in the format. So... There we go. We get the Impact Tremors. We'll keep it. And I'm going to lead off a Zurgo. Well, because I want to do... Yeah, I'm going to lead off a Zurgo. This will force him to take care of it. Do want to hit lands, but double Impact Tremors and getting the jump on my opponent, I think, is really powerful. So this probably will be fetch, Draconic Roar. And there is a Thunderbreak Regent. So this will be perfect because the Impact Tremors come out. All right, lands. We definitely need lands. My opponent can switch gears and kill me very quickly, so we need Pia and Kiran Nalaar just to flood the board. Trips on the Impact Tremors. Well, we missed the land drop. I think that's going to be the difference between the game. I'm not going to cast the other Impact Tremors. I'm pretty sure Thunderbreak Regent's coming down here, and if he's got a Kolaghan, we're in trouble. So we need a land. Missed the land. So it's just a Foundry Denizen. No, Foundry Denizen is just bad. And if it's Kolaghan here, I just die. Nope, another Thopter Engineer, so we're still okay. Oh, then everything goes in the air. I'll go down to a 1. We hit it. Awesome. So, does a Foundry Denizen Bushwhacker doesn't... Yeah, it's just going to be Hordeling Outburst, which does 9 damage. We needed this a turn earlier. And we have blockers... Unless our opponent has any sort of damage to the face or removal. So like a Draconic Roar. There are so many things to just flat out kill us here. Pia and Kiran Nalaar kills us. But the missing the land drop was huge. Unlicensed Disintegration also kills us. Yep, that is game. Close matchup though. Very, very quick matchups. But at least you got to see what Impact Tremors can do. Yeah. Womp womp. We'll go on to the next matchup. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.